another great rant. I appreciate that. And one of the things that we want to do is as entrepreneurs, as business people, um, we want to make sure we're separating ourselves from the marketplace. And I love what Trey said. It's like we've been on the receiving end of this so many times, and we know what we like and we know what we don't like, so we can model what we like and we can avoid doing what we don't like. So this is really good. I do want to take a quick tour in a different
Hmm.
direction because you experienced something during COVID, which was unique, where you decided and you got courted by a friend, and you could go into the story however you like, but you got courted by a
Hmm.
friend to bring you into a direction towards a celebrity giveaway. And in the States, didn't necessarily have the demographic that you wanted to target, so you found the demographic that you can target in Brazil, and found like
Hmm.
influencers to kind of support, and using OPM, other people's money and other people's resources and networks. If you could walk us
For
through a
sure.
little bit about the starting place, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs and people listening to the show right now could probably relate to having to pivot in the marketplace a little bit, or especially as we're pretty much in this economic unique time. We always are, but we're definitely there right now, and some people might need to pivot. So I'd love for you to speak to that, just the story of kind of how you launched from like zero to hero, how you got that thing rolling, and then from there, I'd like to, as you go through and take us through that journey of targeting these people in Brazil, like what is that built for you? What type of life do you now lead because of the decisions that you made back in 2020, and now we're in 2022? And then we'll kind of fast forward and say, now what is that? What now that that foundation is laid? What is that building you towards in the future? So, can you walk us through a little bit of that path? Because I really love that story a lot.
100%. So let me start off with this. Chances make champions. So if you never, again, step out of your comfort zone and do stuff that you're not used to, you're never gonna move, right? You can't be scared. Fear is the number one thing that holds people back in life, and it held me back for so long. I was scared of what my parents would say. I was scared about what my friends were telling me I can't do. Listen, life's a main character game. You got one shot. You got to make the most of it, right? And you have so much time you don't realize. People don't realize how much time they're wasting on a daily basis, right? People ask, Trey, do you regret going to college since you dropped out? And I said no, because it taught me time management, which is something that is one of the most valuable skills out there. But yeah, basically, I've tried making money before. I've done like different things and so forth. I've tried growing brands. I've tried, doing mini courses, tried all this different type of stuff. I always would just outreach and network with people when I had nothing really to give them. So I would start off, I always knew I wanted to do something with Instagram. So I started building an engagement group, right? So I would DM people, and I just say, hey, do you want to join my engagement group? We're going to comment on each other's posts and help each other with the algorithm. So that was kind of my breakthrough scene. I was making no money. I was just giving free value to the community, right? Not monetizing at all and so forth. I tried different things, just didn't work. But really, what the turning point was my buddy Stefan. He showed me this movie called The Secret, and The Secret really made me like rethink my entire life. Taught me about the law of attraction and basically to look at everyone like magnets. Whenever we put out, we attract. And I realized that, I never figured out what I wanted. So if you don't have targets, how are you ever going to hit it? You need a target in every category of life. And I've realized that, you know, an analogy that I always use is that we're like sailboats setting out to sea, right? Or a pirate ship. And when we set out to sea and you don't set an X mark on the map, guess what's going to happen? You're going to go with the wind, the current, your friends, your family, whatever they tell you. Go, you need to go to get your MBA. You need to go get your PhD. You need to do this. You need to do that, right? And you're listening to people that aren't in the position that you want to be in. And that's the craziest part about it is that you're listening to people that you should not be taking their advice at all. And when I saw that movie, I remember coming home and I was like telling my family, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I've discovered the secret, like I know how to get to the treasure now. And, my brother and sister, I love deeply, and they are geniuses. They got their 4.0s at UVA Darden Business, and William and Mary Master, both MBA scholars, and they were telling me like nothing about money. What are you talking about? Blah 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 blah. Because again, it's annoying. It really is kind of annoying to have this young kid kind of just start saying like I'm gonna make 10,000 a month, blah 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 blah, which is like a dream salary in a lot of cases, and I just like remember getting a piece of paper And I grew up on like a farm type of setting. So, my when I was going to school, my goal was to not step in chicken crap on the way to school type of thing. So, and I'd wake up in the morning, I'd let my chickens out, I'd feed them corn, I'd do all that stuff, right? And I would get dropped off in the worst beat up pickup truck by my dad. And, I always wondered kind of like, why don't we have nice things? And it just like, it just wasn't something my family was into. And if I followed what my family, told me to do, I'd go down the exact same path they did. I'd always get the used car, the used stuff, or the stuff that, wasn't really what I wanted. And I realized, you can have anything you want. You just got to figure out what you want. So I ignored everyone. I'm a winner. I believe that if you're not playing to win, why are you here? Go home. Just how I am with sports, how I am with school. As you can see, 4.0, captain the soccer team. It's what I do. So I didn't listen to my family. I finally didn't. That movie, if I hadn't saw that movie, I probably would have gotten like beat back down and stayed back in my cage and just wouldn't have done what I really wanted to do. But anyways, I remember I was with my buddy Stefan, who at the time was so inspiring to me because he was making uh, 30, 50,000 a month at 18 years old. Um, he may have been 19 at the time, but it was just a crazy amount of money. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I am so much smarter than Stefan. What the heck? Like, this is like, if I was thinking in my head, if he can do it, I can do it times 10. And
We all have
Stefan's
that
my
person in
best.
our life. We all have a Stefan in our
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, so and Stefan's my best friend in the world, and I was thinking in my head, and he knows it too. Like, and that's like, I have to give him props. He showed me that movie, he showed me The Secret, and when I saw that, I was just like, all right, let's dive into it. What how can we make money with Instagram? Like, what can we do here? And not knowing very much, I knew there was a correlation. It's very interesting how this played out. I knew that for some reason influencers and celebrities always look like they have money, and the people that are with them look like they have money. You know what I'm saying? That you never see, Brad Pitt hanging out with someone poor, right? So, like, I realized this, I was like, if you're around celebrities, you're gonna have money. So, like, I figured, okay, how can I get connected to celebrities? What can I do to these celebrities to make money? What is a way where we both win? What's a win-win scenario where I hang out with the celebrity, I get to meet them, I get to join their network, and then at the same time, they're getting some benefit from me as well. And then, naturally, law of attraction. I swear this happened overnight almost. And I saw these giveaways going on Instagram, like David Dobrik giving away Teslas, partnering up with one brand. He's giving away 5 Teslas and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, like, hold on, how are they making honey here? I reverse engineered the process, and I was like, this is gold. This is gold. This is new. This is something I could do. I'm gonna beat everyone in the space at this. Like, there's problems that can be solved here. I know so many people that want to grow their brand. No one's, and then figured out like, okay, like I'm gonna do it. So I started messaging these people, these US influencers, and they started responding. I didn't realize how easy it was to get connected to these people. They're all regular people. And a lot of people, again, they don't ever find things out because they don't actually try. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, you don't ask questions, you don't get answers, right? If you don't do anything, you won't get results. So I tried. People were getting back to us, and their prices were outrageous. I was like, "What the? Like, this is like, I can't afford this. I can't, like, this is impossible." But at the same time, I never think it's impossible. It's just like, okay, what can I do here? So then I got a little bit, I had to invent, I had to get creative, right? Which changed everything for me. And that's when I was like, what if we just DM people that aren't in America that probably are going to charge less? So I started DMing, girls and guy influencers with millions of followers in Brazil and seeing how much they cost in like Reais or Brazil reals. And I literally would Google translate Portuguese to English, message him like, "Oi," like, "Oi, bom dia, banana," and I'd go, and I'd be Google Translate me and Stefan, and we'd get the rates, and they'd be like 5, 8 times cheaper, like so much cheaper. And I was like, okay, cool. Like we're getting somewhere here, But now it's like I still don't have any money. So what can I do here? So I started messaging people out there, and there was something in the space that I realized was a problem. All of these giveaways and sponsorship spots, they all had estimates in place. They didn't have guarantees. And I was the first person to decide, what if we cared less about making money and more about satisfying the client? Because what if you have, a guarantee that they're going to gain a certain amount of followers and you fall, you know, way short of that? The client's not going to be happy, but they have no competition. So everyone's just going to keep buying from them because it's their only option. They want to like gain mass exposure. So I came out with the guarantees. I think my first giveaway I made like $300 profit, and I collected like a good amount, like $6,000, and I made like nothing. But I was inspired. The proof of concept was there. I was ready to rock and roll. And from there, I just swear, like, it just everything changed at that moment. The sparkle in my eye cannot be dimmed. I saw the vision. I knew where I was going. I started hosting multiple campaigns, and I would sell pre-sale spots. So because I didn't have money, I'd go out and sell spots for, let's just say, $300 a spot, and I'd sell 60, 80 of these spots, and I'd use that money coming in to send to the influencer, and I'd work on the contracts that they would pay. I'd pay them after they posted, so I couldn't get scammed. And I'd work out all this different stuff, and I was trying to figure out how to ship prizes globally in Brazil. And during the time of COVID, like, the prizes would get caught in transit, and there was so much problem, so much pain, so much stress that went into this. It's not all like flowers and daisies. You know, there's a
I got to
sorry,
ask a
go ahead.
question. I got to ask a question because maybe my audience is maybe they're not, but I am very curious on this. So 'cause I don't want to interrupt the story because it's you got so much momentum, but I am so interested in this. What in the hell is a celebrity giveaway? So you said people are
For
giving away
sure.
Teslas and stuff. Like, can you actually give us
Yeah,
the example? Like that $300, you made 6,000, collect, you kept 300. What do you do with $5,700? Like, how does that get dispersed? Like, how do we actually
100%.
do this? Like, what does that mean?
It's very simple. So what I love about it is that I don't like math, right? I like simple stuff. So you got the influencer, right? Let's say this influencer has, 3 million followers, and they have a really engaging audience. They're getting 10,000 comments a post, right? And we know with our math that if we give away, let's just say $2,000 worth of value in Brazil, like, there's gonna be, 10,000 people that participate in this giveaway to win 2 grand. Because in a third world country, that's a lot. That's a lot. Like, that's pays rent for a
Yeah.
while, you know what I'm saying?
So what do they have to do?
And
So how did yeah? So they're
so
like, yeah.
yeah, so
What do yeah?
that's the beautiful structure, right? So how can our clients win, we win, and the influencer win, and the people participating in the giveaway win, right? Well, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
We partner up with the influencer. They say, "Hey, everyone, we partnered up with Quick Jump, and we're gonna give away all of these prizes. All you have to do is follow everyone we follow to win." We sell those sponsorship spots to brands to have a chance of growing their brand in our campaign, and we set a minimum guarantee that they'll gain during that giveaway. And then all the people that enter, we would host lives on our giveaway account. And literally, I have a video of this. Like, I have like a bunch of old videos of us going on to like Quick Jump Live and saying like trying to like Google Translate as all like the hundreds of viewers are on there to see who the winner is, and we're like, "Bum dia, bum, 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 bum," and basically, yeah, we'd select a winner, we'd give away the prize, so we know our hard cost is $2,000 for the prize, and then we know the influencer cost is just say $4,000. So we know what our hard costs are going to be, but at the same time, not everything is smooth like that. Not, sometimes the influencer does great, and sometimes the influencer severely disappoints us. So we have to have enough budget, right, for these campaigns for us to book backup influencers, right? So let's just say one influencer only delivers 4K followers and we needed 10K. Now we got to, have a huge amount of budget to the side because we care more about delivering for our clients than anything else, right? And
Got
the
it.
best part about this is just like the quality was so good. Like like the clients were loving it. There are people. There's so most of our clients live in the United States, right? And they were loving the Brazil followers because they're just organic, real. They're a lot of them were engaging, and they were quality. They were quality. A lot of them were like cute girls and like good looking guys. Like not it's like it's
Yeah.
not what you think. And